As you get older, you have more and more responsibilities, which means you have less time available for the gym, or just don't want to spend as much time in there, but you still want the results. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can build muscle and add shape to your physique, training only 3 times per week at around an hour per session. I'm going to give you the exact framework to follow, and it is so simple. The belief that you need to break here is that more time spent in the gym equals more results. I've seen people go to the gym for years, 2 hours a pop, and they never look any different because what they do in the gym is, well, shit. Well, you're no longer going to be that person. So here's the exact layout that you need to follow. Vertical press for your shoulders, things like dumbbell shoulder press, barbell overhead press, machine press. A vertical pull for your back, pull-ups, chin-ups, lat pull-downs. Horizontal press for the titties, dumbbell machine, barbell, flat, incline. Horizontal pull, another for the back, chest supported row, bent over row, seated cable row, dumbbell row, things like this. A hip hinge pattern, so glutes and hamstrings, things like your RDL, your good morning, a hip thrust. We have a squat and knee dominant movement for the quads, a hack squat, leg press, barbell squat, split squat. Then we want a knee flexion exercise for some direct hamstring work, so seated or lying leg curls, and calves. Or we sack calves off and do some lateral raises because side delts are more important than calves. It's up to you. And if time permits, you could add in a bicep, tricep superset at the end because we don't want noodle arms. Does the order that you do these in matter? Personally, I would do this in order of priorities. So I would put my bigger priority muscle groups at the beginning of the session when I'm more fresh. So for me, my chest is the big priority for me at the moment, so I would put that first when I've got the most energy. Whereas my legs are more developed than my upper body, so they're a lower priority, so I'd put them at the end. Still ahead of my accessory movements like lateral raises and bicep curls, tricep extensions, because they're just a lot more demanding than those exercises are. Rep ranges, I really don't care what rep range you do. You can grow in all rep ranges, lower rep ranges, higher rep ranges, as long as you are progressing your lifts. For the sake of this video though, we'll say 6 to 8 reps for the heavier, bigger movements and 8 to 10 for your isolation movements like the lat raises, the biceps and triceps. But you can still do them in the 6 to 8 if you want as well. And every single week, your goal is to do more than you've done before. It is to get another rep, it is to lift more weight. If you're always lifting the same, you ain't growing any muscle. Initially, yeah, you're gonna really have to polish up on form, and sometimes you may progress a little bit and go, do you know what, I could have lifted that better. But if your goal every single week is just to lift better, you're not actually going to be progressing. Learn how to lift properly, and then do that, progress your lifts. With this layout, we'll be doing 3 sets of each exercise, every set taken to true failure. No bitch training, resting 2 to 3 minutes between sets. Resistance training is about nailing your performance. It's not about blowing out your ass. So if you don't take enough rest between sets, your performance is gonna fall off a cliff. If you wanna skip past having to build all of this out for yourself, then I've put together this exact framework in a 3-day training program in the description of this video. Does exercise selection matter? Yes and no. There is no best exercise. There's just the best one for you at that time. You need to pick movements that are specific to the goals that you have. You need to pick movements that you can execute well, that you connect well with, and that you can progress week on week. And I also think one that goes a long way is enjoyment. But this is twofold. Do not do the hard lifts because they're hard. They're hard because they fucking work. People hate Bulgarian split squats, and I get it. They're the devil. They feel horrendous. But people who are really strong at them, they've got big quads. And people like to shit on lifts like a barbell bench press, because with a barbell press, you don't converge as much as you would a dumbbell press. So what I mean by that is bring your arms across your body as much as you would on dumbbells. But have you ever seen someone who can bench a lot of weight that has a small chest? Oh wait, no? So a barbell bench press is fine. If you need to condense time down even more, you can do non-disruptive supersets. So you'd pair 2 exercises together that don't affect each other, like an upper body into a lower body. Bench press into an RDL, for example. That will suck more dick than Bonnie Blue, but needs must. And make sure you are logging your sets. You do not remember what you've done in every set, every single week. Write it down. Otherwise, every single training session is like when you've had way too much to drink and then you're going in for a piss, it's dark, you don't really know where the toilet is. You're wobbly as hell and you're like doing your best to aim for the toilet, and then it hits the seat, ends up on your floor, you've then got piss stains all over you. It's a mess. And we don't want that to be your training. Training really doesn't need to be overcomplicated. It's very simple. Simple, but not easy. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.